time has come for the world to acknowledge my greatness, to bow before my intellect, for the masses are but sheep, fit only for the slaughter. Even now you think you can stop me, that somehow my intelligence is not enough to win the day, but that is too large a thing to deny. I will take from you what I need and use it to enact my vengeance. Struggle with all your might. It will accomplish nothing. You would have an easier time stopping the sun from rising or the waves from crashing into the shore. Because just as these are inevitable, so too is my triumph! You think so? I mean, of course it was.
Goosebumps, boss. Real unadulterated goosebumps. Here, feel the back of my neck. But be careful, I got a little rash back there. You have to do some poison ivy this weekend, honey mushrooms or something.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Well, suit yourself.
I don't think you should be gross. Anyways, is everything all set for my grand reveal?
Darn tootin'.
How do you expect me to get into Venom with a henchman who says darn toot?
Because you've earned your spot. Oh, and speaking of Venom, I just got off the horn with the front office, and they're sending an evaluator over to make sure you qualify.
Sending someone? Ooh, that's scary. Wait, no, that's the perfect opportunity to show them how formidable I am! Yes! That's a good thing. Tell me that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Shut up, what do you know? Sorry, didn't mean to snap. I'm just nervous.
You should be. You're Dr. Vile. Not only are you a genius, but you've invented some amazing technology that's going to push villainy into the next millennium. Venom would be lucky to have you.
You're right. I am awesome! Honestly, they need me more than I need them.
I will be the judge of that.
Jiminy Crickets!
Did you just say Jiminy Crickets?
No, I said Daremy.
It's not any better.
If you don't mind, I would like to get started. I don't want to spend any more time in New Jersey than I have to.
Oh, Jersey is the best! Boy, talk about those tax credits. It takes one sharp cookie to know they should locate themselves in such an up-and-coming villain.
Well, I appreciate your hype man's enthusiasm. I have a job to do.
By all means. And might I just add how excited I am that Venom will be considering my application. I believe I have what it takes to be a card-carrying member.
We shall see. There are those in the organization who say you're going to be qualified to be a low-tier henchman, but lucky for you, your uncle still has to pull and got you this evaluation set up. I must say, so far I am not impressed, especially by your layer.
Those are some audible air quotes there.
No, I was simply deciding if layer was the right word to use. I may be wrong, but isn't this an abandoned Olive Garden?
Boy, are you wrong? It's an abandoned Denny's.
Isn't that supposed to be better somehow?
I'm just going to pretend you didn't say something that stupid.
Excuse me?
Well, Denny's is the home of the Grand Slam breakfast. That makes it better than just about
This
everywhere.
location is only temporary, but it is very affordable. And with the money I saved, I was able to afford the finishing touches on my limb attachment device. Patent pending. Honestly, the square footage is much larger and location more convenient than your average traditional layer. Volcanoes, deep sea domes, airships. These are all layers of the past. Besides, urban redevelopment is very in right now.
That's an interesting take.
Interesting as in good?
So I'm told you captured Max Braun. Would you please elaborate on what union-approved method you used to subdue him?
Union approved?
Yes, the manual you received when you first applied for Venom has a list of approved and time-tested techniques for your apprehension. You have read the manual, have you not?
Got it right here, and of course Dr. Miles read it cover to cover. He absolutely did not skim it and say how stupid it was and not worth his time and throw it at my head while yelling, "Kill me!"
You're saying he didn't do that very specific thing you just said.
He did not. What he did do, though, was use his very own body control technology to capture the legendary Max Braun.
So instead of following V.E.N.O.M guidelines, you went rogue and used untested technology to capture him?
I wouldn't say untested. I was attending MIT when I was 12. I have several doctors that relate directly to third-party intentional indoctrination through circular chapeaux. It's a hat that allows me to control the person wearing it using this helmet. It works perfectly, though, because I am a literal genius. I don't think we need to get bogged down so much in the how. What is important is that I captured Max Braun, world-famous super spy.
Well, he has lost a step being in his 70s. Still, it's somewhat impressive you took him down with your own gadgetry. You did take him down personally, did you not?
No. I'm the leader, the brains of the operation. I don't get my own hands dirty. That's why I have henchmen.
Actually, it's more like henchman, singular, but I guess that's not even right because I'm a henchwoman. But you can call me whatever you want. I mean, not at all. I am woman and hear me roar, but
I'm not sexist. It's not that I don't respect you as a woman. More so, I don't respect you as a person. You're just a henchman. But more importantly, what are you talking about? Where are the others?
well, the nabbing of Mr. Braun didn't exactly go smoothly. When we caught up to him, he was at his favorite steakhouse, and henchmen Chip and Dan distracted him while I put the body control headband in his fedora. And by distracted, I mean Mr. Braun was preoccupied with shooting both of them.
What?
Well, he didn't know they were henchmen. He just got annoyed they were bothering him. Shot them both in the shoulder. Exact same spot. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Although, I would say he has some rage issues, possibly a drinking problem. Regardless, I got the device in his hat, and using your helmet there, which is as stylish as it is useful, I might add, really nails the fall color palette. Anyway, I used the device to make him help me get Chip and Dan to the hospital, but they both said they quit.
Oh, wait. You let your henchman use your master control device? That seems unwise.
Let me assure you, I am always in complete control of my technology, regardless of who is wearing it. Only a fool would allow their power to be co-opted by anyone. But wait, if you're my only henchman, then who's guarding the prisoner?
Oh, my cousin Ted, great guy. He's mostly been temping for Sergeant Savage for the last year or so. Before that, he worked at Costco till he threw his back out. He slipped on some
I don't care about any of that. So, Cousin Ted is the only thing keeping the dangerous super spy from escaping and murdering all of us. What are you writing? Okay, so stop writing. Please stop. Stop! I said stop!
Now, don't worry, boss. Ted is a great guy. He's got this thing on lockdown. I'll show you. Hey, Cuz, bring him on out. See, I told you. Nothing to worry about.
So, apparently things didn't necessarily go by the book, but you can't deny the end result. I have Max Braun, and I would think being able to make adjustments on the fly would be a valuable trait in a V.E.N.O.M member. Ted!
Just want to say, I'm super happy to be here. Cousin Tab says you're a great boss to work for.
Tab?
Tabitha, but everyone just calls her Tab.
I didn't know your name was Tabitha.
Maybe not everyone, but super excited to be here and ready to show you that I can be a valuable asset to your operation.
Let's first see how you handle yourself. Go ahead and wake him. Wait! I have an idea. First impressions are key. Okay, go ahead.
What? Where am I? Why does it smell like sausage gravy?
Prepare for your reckoning, Mr. Braun. for you are currently in the clutches of Dr. V.E.N.O.M. Welcome to your doom. Wait, chair's not supposed to.
Try turning it off and back on again.
How am I supposed to do that? It's a chair. I'll just keep going. I have you right where I want you, and you will give me all of the information I need. Or I will, I'll just... Hang on. Great, now it stops.
Let me guess. Rookie.
Not quite. Candidate is all.
Worse than I thought. Denise, is that you? I didn't see you over there.
Hello, Max.
How are the kids?
Doing well. Candace graduating from UCLA next month.
Good for her.
Excuse me. It is I you should be addressing because I am the one who holds your life in my hand.
Yeah, you don't hold anything, Sonny Jim. See, you got lucky. Captured me. But in about no time flat, I'm gonna get out of this. And then I'm gonna put his fist through your face. Max Brown, by the way, didn't catch your name.
Oh, it's Ted.
I never forget a face you knew to the henshin game.
I've done some low-level stuff mostly. First day here. Gotta say, I'm liking it so far.
Well, you got the look, at least, more than Sally.
Hey, are we done making friends with the help? Good, because you shouldn't concern yourself with him, because I am the one you should be worried about.
Unless you're hiding a full-blood Venom member under your skirt, Nancy, I doubt it.
First of all, sexist. Second of all,
not bad. Decent swing.
Thanks. Done a little amateur boxing in my day.
now that I have your attention, you're going to give me all of the information I want.
You don't have anything in mind, squirt. Least of all, my intention.
You do not seem to understand the situation you find yourself in. Underestimating me will be the greatest mistake of your life. Your kind will soon learn to fear the name Dr. Vile. I am the smartest man to have ever lived, and... I'm the smartest man to have ever lived, and... Oh, I did that already.
Are those cue cards? You couldn't even memorize your monologue? Yeah, this is Bush League.
You watch your tone there, mister. The good doctor didn't have time to memorize it. He was too busy working on his lip attachment device.
I don't need you to defend me. I can speak for myself. I didn't have time to memorize it all because I was putting the finishing touches on my limb reattachment device.
Venom is sure last a step if this is a serious prospect.
Wait, no, I've got it. I'm good. I am the smartest man to have ever lived, and the time has come for the world to acknowledge my... But that is too large a thing to deny! Wait, I can't.
I don't know, kid. I don't know if your butt's big enough to deny.
Maybe got back.
You two both second. How dare you disrespect this man and his ample backside? He's glorious.
Getting back on track.
Sure thing, boss. I got you.
I got a tip from an old pro doc. Less mincing and prancing around and more of what he's packing.
Thanks. Really appreciate that.
Yep. Yeah. A few more of those and I might consider talking.
Interesting.
No, not interesting. I've got this. I can...
I don't mean to overstep here, but what about that control band you captured him with? Use that to get him to talk?
His little gizmo can only move me around like a meat puppet, but it doesn't do anything to mine neither, which is a steel trap. Nope, can't make me say a word.
Seems like a design flaw to me.
It truly does.
No, there's no such thing as a mind control device.
Well, not with that attitude.
Amen.
No, I am the scientist. I deal in reality, and I will get what I want from you by
Like using the manual, right, boss? Yeah, there's a whole subsection here on leverage. And earlier, when you said the doctor didn't have anything of yours, you were wrong.
You were wrong! Wait, he was?
After I secured you in the back of my pre-owned Hyundai Elantra, easy on the eyes and the gas pump, I went back to the restaurant and took your lady love. Dad, go get the girl.
Sure thing, cuz.
You captured a civilian? Nice initiative.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be saying thanks just yet. Because if you harm my hair on her head, I will rain hell down on you. Because getting out of these restraints is not an if, but a when. And when that time comes, I'm gonna make you regret not only the moment you crossed me, but the moment you were ever even a glimmer in your mama's eye. Because what I do to you, she's gonna feel it.
I think I just peed in my jumpsuit.
I think you peed in mine, too.
Okay, hands. I demand you tell me what I'm doing here.
You aren't in any position to demand anything, sweetheart.
Look, I don't want any trouble. How about you just let me go and I won't tell anybody what I saw here? You don't have to do anything to me. I'm the nobody.
Oh, you can say that again.
Hello,
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Vibe.
Dr. Vibe. So is that like on your birth certificate?
Actually, it's Scott Dorkins. But Dr. Vile strikes fear into the hearts of my enemies.
If you say so. So, what's going on? Why am I here, Dorcas?
Dorkins.
Whatever. You've been captured so we can force your boyfriend to give up his secrets. Hang tight there, Grandma. My what?
Look, we really don't need to get into all this.
What's he doing here? He's your boyfriend. I can assure you he's no such thing.
You're clearly a modern woman. I'm sure you don't use antiquated labels like boyfriend. More like friends with...
Ew, gross with him. He's like really old.
So you don't have a boyfriend? Like at all? As in you're available?
I guess. Kind of weird for him to be talking that now, though, don't you think?
I don't know. Henchman! Why did you kidnap such a beautiful, available, and unrelated to the situation woman?
Oh, jeez, there's some big old egg on my face. When we were scoping out Mr. Braun at the restaurant, we overheard him talking about having a relationship with this woman in some very graphic terms that I will not repeat because I'm a lady. You kidnap people, but you're gonna draw the line there. So you've been telling people we're a thing, huh?
No, I mean, look, I think they misunderstood some things I was telling to my buddies. They took it out of context, really.
I don't think so. I recorded the whole thing on my phone. Don't blame me for what you're about to hear.
Okay. Look, we don't need to do this. Fine. I may have been stretching the truth a little when I was talking about you.
Let me set the record straight here. We are in no kind of relationship. I'm just a waitress. And he comes in all the time with his equally gross buddies, and they always request that I wait on them because they're disgusting. And I know they're always creeping on me when I leave the table.
That is gross, Mr. Ron. Just really gross.
Oh, don't high road me, Sonny. You're trying to get into V.E.N.O.M.
I mean, I'm a villain, but, not sexist. Because I'm very progressive.
With a name like Dr. Vile, how could you not be? So, what's this thing
band you're trying to get into?
Mr. Braun is referring to V.E.N.O.M, Villain's Evil Network of Malignancy. We're a union that allows villains all across the globe to pool resources, share secrets, technology, that sort of thing. We are top tier villainy.
We all have the worst acronym.
Excuse me?
I don't think any of those words go together. Do you even know the definition of malignancy? You just really wanted your name to be Venom, didn't you?
Very astute, Miss.
It's Alyssa. Why do you care?
Why? Look, I think you're cool, and I'm not objectifying you like the old perv over here.
Well, you're not unattractive. And you're also not 4 times my age like Grandpa Creepy over there. Maybe.
I'll take it.
Oh, he would be so lucky.
You know, honestly, I don't get why you're so into her anyway. I mean, she's like a Jersey 7 at best. I mean, maybe an 8 if she would smile more.
Excuse me?
I'm just trying to help. I would definitely find you more attractive if you would give us a smile every now and then.
I literally do not care if I'm attracted to you or the elderly degenerate over there.
No! How dare you! I am Max Braun, super spy extraordinaire. I've saved the world 5 times. Back in 72 with Soviet nukes. In 74, it was enhanced killer sharks. In 76, it was the climate ray with Dr. Immoral. And in 82, I stopped the subterranean trade. And in 85, I
Baron Zippel's freezing tank.
oh, yeah, right, that one. I saved the world, and I look good doing it. You know, I can't even count the number of women that have thrown themselves at me over the years. And if you'd played your cards right, you could have been next. But you blew it.
Well, I feel so sorry for that.
You know what? I'm done. Denise, I can't believe you would allow someone of his caliber to come after me. It should be level 5s and above for this guy. Like, Baron Scared, what's he up to?
Retired.
Sir Syndrome?
Died. Passed away in a nursing home. Sweet old guy.
No, he couldn't have been that old. I mean, we came up together.
That tracks.
Hey, new guy, I fought the best there
And
is.
they're all dead or retired.
We'll find me a new nemesis.
With all due respect, we aren't going to waste a card-carrying member on someone whose best days are behind them.
Burn! You're over here so busy condescending me and you're so washed up they wouldn't have anybody important capture you.
So I'm only like half paying attention here, but wait for it. He'll get there.
Wait, there he is. That means I'm nobody important. That can't be true. I'm like totally getting into Venom.
I'm not supposed to give you any indication of how your evaluation is going until it's completed, but no, you are not. As I said, the only reason I'm here is because who your uncle is, and nothing you have displayed here today has convinced me that you feel any different.
That is ridiculous. I deserve it, and not just because my uncle is Dr. Disaster.
Of the New England disasters?
Oh, dude, your uncle is a legit heavy hitter.
He must take after his aunt.
Good one, but had to.
Hey, boss, chin up. So what if the organization you've spent your entire life trying to get into doesn't want you? The ice cream machine is still hooked up. How about if I get you some ice cream? Huh, champ? Give you a little pick-me-up?
I take some twist if you're getting it anyway.
Okay, look, he doesn't need any ice cream. What he needs is to man up. Of course, Venom doesn't want him. In fact, if he somehow did get in, I would lose a ton of respect for the organization. It's kind of pathetic even giving this loser an interview, and I don't care who his uncle is. I mean, don't tell him I said that because I don't want him to murder me, but still.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Dr. Disaster. He's a hack.
Alright, look, old man. I got nothing but respect for the guy you used to be, but, You're the hack. I mean, you got old and washed up. You should have died in the line of duty like a real hero, but instead you're just puttering on and ruining your legacy. You know, this whole thing just makes me sad. I gotta get out of here. I'll see you at the reunion, Tab.
Oh, sure, cuz. I won't miss Aunt Susie's spicy potato salad. I mean, boo, get out of here, traitor. I never want to see you again. I didn't mean house.
You know, you're as dumb as Dr. Pyle over there. You don't know anything. I am still relevant.
Oh, Mac, no, let it go.
I will do the opposite of that. I am important. If I wasn't, then why would I have access to the country's nuclear codes, huh?
Bull.
We know everything about everyone. If you did, we would have been made aware.
Well, obviously you don't know everything, because my great-nephew works in the Pentagon in the IT department. And last month, when they updated their computer doodads, he was the one that set the new codes. And I'm his favorite uncle. And he's always trying to impress me, especially after he's had a few. And he told me what they were. So who's useless now, huh? I bet you really want to torture me for that information. I'm now realizing maybe I shouldn't have said anything about that. There's no reason to torture me. I'm old, I don't know what I'm saying.
Is there any chance he's telling the truth?
His great nephew does work for the Pentagon. No families were moronic enough to share state secrets with one another.
So if he does have the codes, I'm assuming that V.E.N.O.M would want them, and that they would look favorably upon the person's application if they could get you that information.
I believe we would.
I know you really want in, but are you sure about this?
Whatever it takes.
Well, I understand, but nuclear. Nuclear, boss. Nuclear.
Stop saying nuclear.
Well, you're a villain, but if you do this, you would be evil.
Apparently there's a difference. Look, you seem nice enough. Weird, but nice enough. I don't know if you want to go down the path that leads to nuclear Armageddon.
You think I'm nice?
Enough. Nice enough.
No. This is important. This is my ticket to the big leagues!
Oh, I couldn't agree more. And that's why you better start talking, old man, or things are gonna get real hairy for you.
Nice initiative. Keep that up and you'll have a place in my organization.
I don't think so. I may just be a henchman, but I got more villain in my little finger than you do in your whole body. Denise? It is Denise, right?
That is correct.
Were you telling the truth earlier when you said that V.E.N.O.M would look favorably upon anyone who got you those codes?
Very favorably.
Gotcha.
You know what? Go ahead and do your worst. I'm not going to say a word. You know, I was out saving the world. Had beaten the snot out of every villain who crossed my path. Back before you were ever even crapping in your diapers. Okay, hang on. That was like a hasty word, you know. I'm old. Everything hurts on a good day, you know. You don't want to attack a senior citizen, do you?
I would have to be pretty evil to do something like that. Good thing I'm a villain.
If I ever let you get one over on the incredible Dr. Vibe! If anybody's getting those codes, it's gonna be me. What?
Oh, you don't have an idiot, kid. You know, like him I'm legitimately scared of, but you?
What about me?
I needed a good laugh.
Stop it! I said stop! came out poorly. What I meant to articulate was... Don't come in. I'm brooding.
Brooding, huh?
Sounds much more intense than sulking.
I didn't know supervillains sulk.
Not a supervillain. Not even a plain old villain.
I mean, you did just cut off that old guy's finger.
On accident. Not on purpose. A true villain. Couldn't even torture an elderly person.
So, if cutting off the fingers of senior citizens is what being a villain's all about, why do you want to be one so badly? I mean, you don't seem like the type, and I do mean that as a compliment.
Honestly, I don't even know sometimes. My uncle was like the greatest supervillain ever. My dad was big in the henching game, and my grandpa before him. It was just a family business, and I guess I was supposed to go into it.
It's a dumb reason to do, like, anything, really. Especially a career where you hurt people.
I guess I never really thought much about that aspect of the job. All I really care about is making cool things. I had a hard time in inventing.
What kind of inventions?
Well, take bronze finger, for example. I have a ray that will allow me to reattach it.
Really?
Yeah. I originally developed it to add extra limbs to warrior chimpanzees, but in testing it, we found it works really well for reattaching severed limbs, which happens way more often than it should in villain players.
Sounds like you know shit.
Oh, we have one. It's called Mongoose. Multi-originating natural order of safety expansion.
Y'all really don't have a grasp on the acronym game, do you?
Guess not. But for all of its problems, I could make a career out of inventing things by being a villain. It always just seemed like a career path that made the most sense.
Then you're like a really stupid person, because what you're talking about could make you tons of money without joining an evil organization.
Really? People would pay for what I make?
You literally just told me you have a ray that reattaches limbs. Pretty sure a medical field would shell out plenty of money for that type of technology. Like you'd be hailed as a hero and make $1 billion or something.
Never thought of that. Going into the private sector.
Well, you won't be able to if the villains start a nuclear winter.
That's true. I need to go save my potential customers.
Kind of disturbing, that's the reason you jumped to helping people, but I guess maybe so.
Figured I'd find you here, boss. I brought you some ice cream to cheer you up.
Why is there a finger in my ice cream?
There is. Whoops, wrong one. That's the one we're using to keep Mr. Braun's finger cold until we can reattach it.
Gross, but practical. Walk a fine line there.
Gross but practical was my nickname in high school.
Henchman! Tag! I've made a decision. We're going into business for ourselves. No more venom. No more villainy. We're going straight.
Sounds great. But then I guess we should stop my cousin out there.
Why's that?
Well, because Ted's getting the last of the nuclear codes, and him and Venom are going to hold the United States hostage, which is bad now, I guess.
You think?
Oh, no! You don't get to talk to me that way anymore.
What?
Well, if we're going legit, then that means I'm your employee and not your hinge person. So there's going to be some changes around here. First of all, I want dental. I had a tooth that died like 3 years ago, and I haven't been able to get it fixed. See? Yeah, pretty bad, huh?
We can discuss all of that later. Right now, we need to go save the world.
6. That's the last 3 digits. Oh, you didn't have to keep torturing me. I was already giving you everything.
I know, but it just felt right. Did you get all that down, Denise?
I do. All that is left is the final access code password.
Not so fast! I've come back to stop you, Ted.
You've already failed your evaluation. Don't make things worse for yourself. If your uncle really pushes the issue, maybe you can get an henchman exchange program. But if you try and stop us, you will be blacklisted and you will never become a villain.
I have chosen a new direction. I'm no villain. What I am is the man who's gonna save the day.
Nice words. I hope we got the stones to back them up.
I never really thought through part 2 of this plan.
No! Of course you didn't! Because some people are cut out for this gig, and you aren't one of them. I'm going to enjoy this.
Let's not be too hasty.
Cousin Ted! Why? I was gonna have you come work for me! You! I was just gonna mess you up, but now I'm gonna murder the hell out of you! Are you kidding me? You just made me kill my 3rd favorite cousin!
Please don't kill me. I'll give you all my technology. You know, my body control system could be very useful to a guy like you. You got the brawn, I got the brains. You can be unstoppable.
So instead of just taking it like a man, you're gonna roll over and be my pet?
I was thinking more tech expert. Hey, that's fine.
You are really pathetic. But you got a deal. I'm gonna finish off the old man, and then you give me everything. And put a smile on that face. If you're gonna work for me, you gotta look your best.
Speaking of one looking their best, since you're about to ascend to supervillainy, you need to look the part.
Not a bad idea. I mean, it needs some work, so it's less dorky, but it's a start. Now, the world is mine! What are you doing? Don't step on my triumphant laugh!
I was about to tell you the same thing.
Oh, you little... What's happening to me?
As I told Denise earlier, I am always in complete control of my technology, regardless of who is wearing it. Allow me to demonstrate. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! Wait! You can't! Alright, enough fun. Go let Mr. Braun out of his restraints.
You got another thing coming in 1 second that... Oh, come on!
You know, I bet you're expecting a thank you, but you did kidnap me and cut off my finger.
Let's just call it even. I'll have Ted take you down to my lab where we can reattach your finger. And then you really need to tell your nephew to get those codes changed. And also, you really need to tell him he needs to learn to hold his liquor.
And, then what are you gonna do with me?
You are going to be spending some extended time in my holding cell. That's what I call the old walk-in cooler. I'm going to need a new assistant if I'm going to be showing all of the investors my game-changing invention. Oh, and Ted, do it with a smile.
Hang on, you're gonna need this. like gonna be the last of your problems.
You know what? You're not my type anyway.
Yeah, because that was the problem.
Ah! Pinch person, you're not dead.
Of course not. He just stabbed me in the shoulder.
Oh, so not that big of a deal then.
I wouldn't say that. Hurt so bad I passed out from the shock. Still hurts like the dickens.
Makes sense. Don't worry, we're gonna get you the best of care.
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to get the best care. We're private sector now, means you owe me insurance and PTO and hazard pay. And this is going to cost you a pretty penny. I'm getting the premium painkillers. Hey, Cub, wake up. You need to catch me up on what your parents are doing. I haven't heard from them in a hot minute.
I immediately regret all of my decisions.
As you should. You made a powerful enemy this day. We will not rest until your life turns to ash all around you. We will come down on you like a hammer of the gods. We will
Do nothing.
Pardon?
Venom isn't going to do anything because they aren't going to find out what happened here today.
And why is that?
Because you would have to go explain to your superiors how you almost got ultimate nuclear power, but were foiled by somebody who couldn't even pass the entrance exam. That's what I thought.
Well played, Dr. Vile. There may be hope for you after all.
Actually, it's Scott Dorkins. And you can kindly remove yourself from my gaze.
Not bad, Dr. Dorkins.
Now that I hear it out loud, I'm not going to stick with the file.
It's too late because I like it.
Oh, well, that's good because I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
What would you say to going out for some coffee with me?
Look, I just have to say it. I don't go out for bad boys.
Oh, yeah, totally understandable.
Which means I would love to get coffee with you because you're about the furthest thing from one.
I mean, I do have a lair, and I did have you kidnapped.
True. But I also saw you roll over and show your belly to that guy.
Well, hey now, that was strategic.